Hello gamers and welcome back to our majestic cave system. We are playing Minecraft Java Edition, and right after I set up this little mining station over here, we will go ahead and chop some of these pretty oak trees down. Yes, as you can see, we've got oak trees in the cave, and for today's episode we will go ahead and maybe see about getting some better call it lodgings for our Minecraft villages that's down here in the caves. You know, they've all been scrapped together in this little small shack built of cobblestone, and I think it's high time for me to start getting some of them into better housing. Now the idea for today is to build a little farming hut and get a few farming villages, maybe just the one that's in with the rest of the villages for now, but I've decided on this for the location. This is right next to the path that we've already built down to mining level, and it is also close to the entrance of the mining area that I have started digging out. So right now let's get going and start clearing out some space for this little house that I'm going to build. Now it really doesn't need to be big. I mean, the villagers down here in the caves are simple beings. They are happy with the least and they really don't ask for a lot. But we can at least have them live in style. Not beautiful houses, but practical. And what are we going to build these houses with? We are going to use some of those less desirable building blocks. For this one, we are looking at using granite. The pinkish glow will just add some touch of color to this dull cave system. Later on, the cave system won't be dull and we will have lots and lots of color. But for now, I'm thinking granite, oak wood. That's why I've got the oak wood up in the caves, and maybe a little bit of pink glass. And what about cherry wood? Yes, let's get some pink color into this. So I think the space is starting to look really good. The first thing we can do is to start off with a few cobblestone stairs, just so that the space feels connected to the road running right past here. Now I think we are pretty much ready to start building. As I said, we're going to be using some oak here. And how does this look for height? Let's see, yes, I'll go 5 spaces in between, and then we'll build another pillar up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 high. I think that's good. This is going to be a double story, and between each of these pillars I will go 3 blocks. I like odd numbers. It allows for, I don't know, I just like it better. Then I think we're going to go for a little bit of a square here with another little bit of the house pointing out towards the deeper inner workings of the cave. But let's just have a look, see what we think. I think this is good. We're making progress. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Go with the 4th block and build another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sounds like I'm teaching you how to count. But I think a big part of building in Minecraft is counting, because we want the builds to, why can I not make that jump? It's not that bad. But anyway, counting is a big part of this game, especially when you're building, because you want the builds to look good, and looking good starts with having a certain skill in counting. So now the space over here with this log, I don't know why I made that one higher, but the space over there, now since we've got 3s and 5s, this one is going to only need or have one block between the logs. So let's just build this up, and then I think this is a good start. This structure is going to make a very beautiful house, and I just can't stay or hit my targets when I'm jumping. I'm bad like that. The fact that I haven't died more in this series yet, it just blows my mind.
Now that we do have the base layout sorted out, let's see about building some walls. I have initially thought cobblestone with the granite, but let's just have a look at what the diorite will look like if we put that as the base layer of the walls and put some granite on top. I don't know. I think, yes, maybe let's go to the original idea of using cobblestone. I think that just blends a little bit better with the granite over here. So let's go ahead and put the base layer of the wall in. As a rule, I usually use some different materials for the base layer. I just think that it shows the support. It gives the impression that there is some sort of support for the building, and then we can go ahead and start filling in the first layer of the wall with the granite. I'm using polished granite here, and I have made a lot of slabs because sometimes we don't want a full block, but I think for the base layer I'm going to be going with full blocks.
The first row of blocks for the house, I will do polished granite all through. That will be the lowest block. The floor will be above the cobblestone, so the granite will be the first blocks on the inside of the house. So we can keep them all the same. Throughout the rest of the walls, we can go ahead and do a mixture of different types of stone. Granite maybe, and then polished granite I think will work fine. So guys, want to get on with it, but let's get stairs in here first so that we've got easy access in and out. So we seem to have a visitor. I don't know what he wants, but let's find out. What do you want, sir?
Food. Villages.
No, no, the villagers are off limits. You can go away now. Goodbye. So now that we've dealt with that one, I mean really, coming in here, demanding food, demanding to eat my villagers, what was he thinking? No, no, no. But let's get started. Let's put in a floor here. I think cobblestone, I can work with this. But on second thoughts, cobblestone is so dull. And as luck would have it, my pickaxe breaks after destroying the first block. Let me go and get a new one. I really need to stop using stone tools. Iron, maybe go digging for some diamonds, get some enchantments. But I'm a busy boy, so stone pickaxe it will be for now. I mean, I really can't leave in the middle of a build to go and find resources to make better tools. I'll do that later. For now, we can continue with this floor. And I need to dig out this cobblestone. This cobblestone really does look dull. And I need to find something else that will brighten up this villager's home. 9, 8, 7, 6. There I go with the counting again. There we go, the last block of cobblestone. Let's put some oak planks in here. I think that contrasts really well with the granite, and it will brighten up this home a little bit. As I said, we don't want to go too fancy for the villagers, but they do deserve to have a nice place to sleep comfortably and safe from these
visitors that would like to eat them. I think this looks good, so let's go with it. So this is looking really nice for a simple home. We'll start with some finishing touches. We'll start off with a nice cherry wood door. Just matches the aesthetic of the area we're busy building. And then let me cut away, and we're going to do a few finishing touches on this little house. So to start off with, we'll use a few oak signs just to break up the granite like so, and that just breaks up the 2 stories of the house. We are not doing anything too fancy, as it needs to fit in with the aesthetic of the area. This area is going to be simple housing for the workers down in the caves. Next up, on the inside, we can use a few fences to close off the roof, and this will also give it a nice look from the outside. So we can just go ahead and put 4 fences on every opening like we're doing here. And once we're done with this, we can maybe start working on the ceiling for this house. I think the ceiling is just going to be a simple concept, nothing too fancy again, but we are going to light it up. We don't need anything spawning in the ceiling of this house. The ceiling we will go ahead and also do with oak planks. So let me just fill that in quickly, and that will give a really good, basic, simple feel to this house. Guys, we're almost ready to bring a villager to their new home. So let me quickly finish this roof. And finally, let's just fence it off. I don't want any ugly visitors to come and bother my farmer villager over here. So we can just fence it off, just a small outside area for the villager. He doesn't need to stay inside, and it's a farmer villager. I mean, farmer villagers likes the great outdoors. Even though this is going to be in a cave, we still want to give him the freedom of thinking that he is outdoors. So the one concern I do have is that with these stairs over here, the villagers might be able to jump over the fence and get out without having a way to get back in. So I must just change this up. So I think if we remove the stairs and we just replace it with this slab right in front of the door, that should solve the problem. The villagers shouldn't be able to jump over the fence, and we would still be able to jump out over this fence from this slab that we've got here. So guys, I think this is it for this episode. Next time we'll be moving a villager in and see if we can maybe start trading with the villagers in the cave instead of having to go to the village every time. So please, if you've enjoyed this episode, leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think of the episode, and also subscribe to the channel. By subscribing you can get notified of all new videos that I release, and I will see you next time. Enjoy the outro. Goodbye.